Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain you the some theorem which is based on the property of parallel lines, which are based on the property of parallel lines. Very simple, students. In the before session, we saw the corresponding angle property. Okay, all the properties related to the parallel lines. When two lines are parallel and one is a transversal, there are 8 angles are formed. The pair of corresponding angle, the pair of alternate interior angle, the pair of alternate exterior angle, they are congruent to each other, and the pair of interior angle on a one side of a transversal are supplementary. Okay, this property we learn. So on that basis only some theorems are there. Now students, see the first theorem. Let us prove property of triangle using the properties of angle. Now we have to prove the property of triangle. Which property? Very simple property, all of you know very well, or so many times we use also. The property of triangle in the, that is, sum of angle of a triangle is equal to 180. Means addition of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180. By using the angle property, we have to prove it. Very simple, students. Now this is the angle ABC. What we have to prove? It is given that statement of theorem, the sum of measure of angle of a triangle is 180. What is given? Take any triangle, any. There is no any mentioned specific type. Means it is a scalar or it is a isosceles triangle, or it is a any type of a triangle, right angle triangle. No, just a triangle, any type of a triangle ABC. What to prove? We have to prove that angle ABC plus of angle ACB plus of angle BAC is equal to 180. Means A plus B plus C is equal to 180. What to construction? This is our construction part. Just you have to draw a line PQ which is passing through the one vertices A and parallel to line BC. Okay, you have to draw the line which is passing through PQ which is parallel to BC like this. Very simple question. Sorry, theorem. Now proof. What is here? PQ is parallel to BC and the segment AB is a transversal. PQ is parallel to BC and AB is a transversal. Angle PAB is equal to angle ABC. Angle PAB is equal to angle ABC. First, because alternate angles. See here, AB is a transversal, PQ is parallel to BC. These two angles form their alternate angle. So this is your first statement. Similarly, PQ is parallel to BC and AC is a transversal. So QAC is equal to ACB. These two angles are congruent to each other because same reason, alternate angles. So from first and second, now see first and second, what you can get? Angle PAB plus of angle QAC is equal to angle ABC plus of angle ACB. Means if you are adding these two equations, you will get the third equation. Now add both the side angle BAC. After adding it, what you will get? Angle PAB plus BAC plus QAC is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC. Now, what is PAB, QAC and BAC? They are linear pair. 1, 2 and these 3. All these 3 angles are linear pair. And therefore, sum of their, if they are linear pair, it means that sum is equal to 180, and therefore this LHS equal to RHS. It means that this is also 180, and thus the sum of measure of all angle of a triangle is 180. So this we proved this sum of angle of a triangle is equal to 180 by using the angle test, by using the angle or properties of angle. and therefore, and now listen students, this is a direct proof. Okay, there is not in any indirect proof. This is a direct proof. Understood? This theorem also I took from your textbook only. So you can write from a textbook. All theorems also you have to write in your notebook. Now the second, test of parallel lines. If the interior angles on the same side of a transverse are supplementary, then their lines are parallel. If parallel lines are there, you can easily say about the pair of angle property. If angle property is given and it is proved, then you can say the lines are parallel. Vice versa it is. Okay. If one pair of a alternate angle is congruent, then the lines are parallel. If one pair of a corresponding angle is congruent, then lines are parallel. Now just we have to prove this property, interior angle test. Okay. So first is, if the interior angle formed by the two distinct lines are supplementary, then two lines are parallel. It means that we have to, what is given here? It is given that angle BPQ and angle PQD, BPQ and PQD, these two angle, interior angle, because the test is interior angle. These two angles are congruent. Is equal supplementary. This is a given. These two angles are supplementary. It is given. What is given? AB and CD. These are the lines, and X is a transversal, and these two angles are congruent. Again I am saying congruent. Supplementary. If they are supplementary, then what we have to prove? That AB is parallel to CD. Now here you are using a indirect proof. Indirect proof means what? We are going to give an indirect proof. In before session also I explain you. Indirect proof means whatever given, that we have to consider wrong. Whatever we have to prove, that we have to consider wrong. What we have to prove here? We have to prove here line AB and line CD are parallel to each other. So assume that line AB and CD, they are not parallel to each other. So whatever we have to prove, that we have to suppose to be wrong. Now assume that line AB and CD, they are not a parallel. It means that AB and CD is somewhere they are intersecting. So after intersecting, what the diagram comes? See here. AB, CD, they are not parallel means this AB and CD, they are intersecting at a point T according to our assumption. So after intersecting the point, this PQT triangle form. Now just we saw the triangle property. Sum of the angle of a triangles are 180. That is angle TPQ, angle QPT and angle PQT. All is equal to 180. But what is given here? It is given that angle BPQ. BPQ means we can write BTPQ and angle PQD, that is equal to 180. This is given. But according to our assumption, these three angles are 180. So is it possible? That is the sum of the two angles of a triangle is 180. But sum of three angles of a triangle is 180. It means that one angle is 0. Which angle? PTQ is 0. If PTQ is 0, then what we can say? That line PT and line QT means line AB and CD are not a different line. They are not a distinct line. So AB and CD are distinct. Why distinct? Because it is given. So according to given and whatever according to our assumption, it will come a wrong. And therefore we arrive at a contradiction. Contradictions means whatever given statement and our assumption statement, they are contradictory to each other. And therefore our assumption is wrong. And therefore line AB and CD are parallel to each other. Now such a type of a proof called as a such a type of a proof called as a indirect proof. Okay, so these two, and now last third theorem I am going to explain you, that is a alternate angle test. The statement of theorem is, a pair of alternate angles formed by transversal of two lines are congruent, then two lines are parallel. Now see here what is given. Line N is a transversal on line L and line M. Angle A and B are the congruent pair of alternate angle. That is, angle A is equal to angle B. See in the diagram beta. Okay. So line L is parallel to line M. We have to prove. Angle A plus C is equal to 180. Why? Linear pair. Angle A is equal to B. So what we can write, instead of angle A, we can put angle B also. So angle B plus C is equal to 180. But angle B and C are the interior angle on a one side of a transversal, and they are supplementary. If they are supplementary, it means that line L is parallel to M by the interior angle test. So this 1, 2 and these 3 lines are very important in this theorem. Very simple theorem, and it will ask for the 2 marks. So okay students, so all these 3 theorems write in your notebook. Okay, so remaining 1 theorem and the question I will take in a next session. Okay students.